Yo, what up? This is A Ward. Y'all need to be tuning in to Witty Smitty News. It's like that.
Christian Smith, Witty Smitty News, joined with Cortez, Gully vs. Gannick 2. Just had a crazy ass battle, A Ward. Probably battle of the night. How do you think it went though?
Probably.
I think between that and Eddie and Ness is my two best battles of tonight.
That was a dope battle. Definitely a dope battle. But yeah, man. I think it was battle of the night. I feel like we came to do exactly what we were supposed to do. You know, keep the energy alive, set the bar, and I think we did that with the schemes, with the topics, with the angles, everything, rebuttals. Like, what else could you ask for?
Where do you rank A Ward within the new class?
Oh no, I wouldn't have taken him if he wasn't like respected. Where I was like, okay, he can do something. One thing I like about A Ward is he doesn't really use the Christianity like as a advantage. You know what I mean? I don't think he wants to be put in that box.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants to be able to just be respected as a lyricist and whatever his beliefs are outside of battle rap. You understand? But he's gonna be a man with certain morals, so his angles express those views. But it's not typical Christianity. Like logic is more or less like what you should be doing. You understand? Like, and I respect that, and I feel like, you know, I do that a lot with my third rounds. So I felt like, you know what, this is a challenge. And if it's a challenge for me after all these years, then I'm going to take it.
Now, do you agree with you guys winning tonight?
Yes. Yeah, I definitely do. I don't, no knock on Team Gully, but I don't think anybody really got a clear dub on their side. I think Chilla had a clear dub, but I feel like, you know, him and Chrome was like, that was a dope battle. I'm not even gonna lie.
Every battle was good tonight, I think. I mean, even Joey and Quest, on 2 days' notice, they put on for a 2 day notice battle.
He was like, yo, I feel like Chrome is a threat. And so I was like, damn, I really want to pay attention to this battle. You understand? So like it drew interest into it. Eddie and Nestle was probably like the closest battle. That battle was just dope because it was like
great way to open the night.
It's rapping, and I feel like me and A-Ward, we played chess. Like we methodically played chess. Like he came with an angle, I come with an angle. He's talking some shit about me, I'm talking some shit about him. He's breaking something down. So I love those type of battles. And then, come on, let's be for real. Like a lot of people might not have thought Math was gonna show up, and Math
was in his fucking bag tonight.
You know what I mean?
He was in his fucking bag.
You know, I called Math like a week ago, and I'm like, yo, you started yet? Because I know Math. Math was like, boy, I'm about to be done by tonight. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I'm there. I'm like, oh, okay. When we got to playing the other day, this shit was click, click, click. I was like, oh, got nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? So that was dope.
Now, last time I spoke with you, this was like a year and a half ago, though.
After franchise.
Yeah, you were about to go on tour with Nipsey Hussle. Since then, you've been South by Southwest, done a bunch more shows. Yeah. Who's been your favorite person, either opening or performing with?
Damn, that's hard. I'll be honest with you. I think the Game tour. Was like really, really crazy for me. Like, not necessarily Game because I didn't really like interact with him, but like the people around him. Especially like Whack 100 and just like his man Baby Cuban, and then like they were into battle rap. So like when they saw me on tour, like the fuck, like yo, you on tour with us? I'm like, yeah, I'm one of the open acts. And they was like, yo, that was dope, and they showed me mad love. You know what I mean? And it even resonated that when I did the B-Dot battle. You know, all those Bloods is from the same hood. They came out even for the B-Dot battle, so it was like it's extended love, and you know what I mean? It just helps. Not just the Cortez brand, but just the outlook on things. Like, yo, you know what? A lot of people, I feel like, in my position, try to stop battling and transfer the music. And instead with me, I'm trying to just balance both. And it's kind of working.
It's a free promotion tool almost for your music, battling, right? I mean, you're on a league with 600,000 subscribers or Snack 700,000 subscribers. It's a good outlet.
That necessarily doesn't equate to like the same numbers because I'll put out a music video and I might get 20, 30,000 views, which is good. But, you know, I put out a battle and that shit is going to hit 30K the first night. You know, it's a big difference. But it's actually like, for me, it's getting to the point where it's like, yo, I want to be the one that actually be like, yo, he's on tour, he's battling, he's doing this. I just want people to recognize the Cortez brand as consistency and hard work. You know, it's like no matter what he's doing it to the best of his ability. You know, whether you're familiar with me or not, you will get familiar with me.
Now, what are the major differences you find performing at a concert compared to performing battle rounds?
I mean...
None at all, then?
I mean, there's a huge difference. But what I'm saying is, though, with songs, I don't even think twice. Like, they're just there, you know? It's easy. I got a DJ behind me. I got ad-libs. You know, I got a hype man. I got all types of shit. But with the battle... You know, everyone has ADD. No one in this day and age that's on social media or anything doesn't have a short attention span. So with battle raps, you talking to me, I have to rap for 3 minutes with no beat, no DJ, no nothing, and you're gonna listen to me for that whole 3. Now that's a whole different wave. That's a whole different sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta really be on your shit for that. That's rare.
Now, I want to do something different. I'm going to list a couple of songs just that caught my eye. If you can give like a quick story, either how the song came about, the studio time with it, whatever comes to mind first. So first off, classic with Method Man.
That was crazy. With Method Man, it was real crazy because I met Meth doing a video shoot for Math like 5-6 years ago. He did a song called Double Barrel and they shot the video. From there, we exchanged numbers. He's very well versed in battle rap, you know. So he would hit me up if he's going to URL events, if I'm in LA, if he's in New York, whatever. So I recently had moved to Staten Island. I was in the gym and I'm just walking back home, and his nephew recognized me. His nephew was like, "Yo, you here with Unc?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck is Unc? I ain't know who do it." He was like, "Nah, Meth. Yo, the studio's right here." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is the studio right here." And it's a building that Meth owns. But when you walk inside the building, it looks like a house, but it's all studios in there. So I was like, "Oh shit!" I hit Meth. Meth was like, "Yo, nigga, come through." I was like, "I bet I'm gonna go home, change." Went home, changed from the gym, went back to the studio. We was chilling, smoking, bullshitting, and then he was like, "Yo, remember, I always said I got a verse for you." And I said, "Yo, I got this song called The Classic, and I ain't really know what to do with it." And I let him hear it. He was like, "Yo, I'm in New York for the next week, and I'm shooting a movie." He was like, "But my only day off is next Wednesday. I'm gonna do the verse." Yeah,
obviously.
I'm like, he ain't gonna do the. He not even gonna remember this shit. But I knew it wasn't like, you know, he's just busy. It's not like it wasn't genuine. So that Wednesday comes, nothing happens. 9:30, 10 o'clock passes. I'm like, man, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm laying down, bing, my phone rings. I check the text. He sends me an address. He's like, "Yo, pull up to the studio now." I get to the studio. He booked the studio time. He bought the weed. He bought the liquor. Everything. He had to. So I walk in the studio. Everything's there, and he's laying down the verse. He's got his cameraman in there for me and all that.
That's crazy.
I was like, "Oh shit, like that's love." And then he laid his verse down, and he was like, "Yo, I'm out. The session's paid till 7 in the morning. Get the song mixed." Like, he paid for the mix down and everything.
That's crazy.
I was like, "Yo, that's love."
He's a real one.
Yeah, and then he gave me a fire verse. Like, it wasn't that was a crazy verse. Crazy. So I was like, "Yo, this is great." And then afterwards, I hit him. I said, "Yo, I gotta do the video." He was like, "Well, I'm leaving to Cali for 3 months." This was like December 28th.
Right.
And he was like, "I'm leaving for Cali on January 3rd. So you got to do it before that." I hit my man Les up. He's a big director in New York City. And I say, "Yo, bro, I need you. I need you on this one. I'll pay you, but the budget, you know, the videos cost like that video cost like $3,500. I was like, "Yo, it's just the day after Christmas." Like, he was like, "I got you." We rented out the space. I told Meth, January 2nd, "Can you do it?" He was like, "Yeah." Sent him the address. Had this big warehouse rented out in Jersey. And yo, he came out. Meth came. Boom, we shot the video. That video was bananas. So he does the video. So he pulls up to the video shoot, does it. I set it up for him to do the video to be done within an hour. And after he was done, he chilled with us for like the whole shoot, 6-7 hours. Real one. Real one.
Hating on Me, Hell Rel, Rico.
Yeah, Rico Love. That was actually my man Jay Walker. He's like a big club promoter. And he fucks with my music, and he was like, "Yo, I got this track with Hell Rel." And he was like, "Yo, I want you to lay a verse down." And I just went to the studio, knocked it out. And then Ruga, he fucks with the battle raps. So he was like, "Yo," he called me and he was like, "Yo, I fuck with this." And then from there, like, we shot a video for that actually, but the the film man actually lost the footage on that. But Ruger's my bro. Like, we talk all the time.
Can't take it anymore. Terminology, Chilla, and Doo-Wop.
Oh, that was actually DJ Doo-Wop. Like, shout out the legend himself. He was doing a track for
That's like Doo-Wop from like 50s
yes.
Doo-Wop freestyle, right? Okay.
Yeah, like the Doo-Wop freestyle, the mixtape.
Yeah, back then.
So he produced a record for Term, and Term reached out, and Term was like, "Yo, I want the dopest like battle rap niggas to me," and that was me and Chilla. And he was like, "Yo, I want y'all to kill it." And we got dumb on that track. Like, we got dumb on that one. So, you know, shouts out to my guy Term. I think we're gonna do something with Static next. So that's dope.
Now back to the battle rap. 68 battles in. Who's been the toughest opponent and what's next?
A-Ward, of course.
You just boosted his ego heavily.
I think my toughest opponent. Man, I had some tough opponents. I ain't gonna lie, but I think for the setting and for the time, Hitman, Conceited, Ice the first time. Ice was the hottest battle rapper in the world, and I had to battle him in Harlem. You know what I mean? So, you know, I've always been that person that's up for those challenges. You know, I think that those three really stick out to me, even though they're early on in my career. I even think Twerk was real hard because it was my Summer Madness debut this year too. That right there like counted for me. B Dot. Like yeah, man. Like you know what I mean? Like I've had some wars, man. You know, and I take each experience and I try to make sure it's moments now. And I think that's really what's helping me now. I'm bringing more moments into battle rap, not just rapping. You know, so.
How much time you got? About the moments thing, I want to bring up the Hollow Hand, which was your King of the Dot debut.
That's my moment, yeah.
So with that battle,
6th anniversary this week.
I know. So with Raekwon hosting it, with a classic like that, halfway through the battle, do you just get that vibe in there that like you think, oh shit, we're having a classic right now, like this is crazy? Like, do you get that vibe, or is it just all blacked out because you're in the moment with the battle?
It was fun, but also, you know, rest in peace, PH.
Facts.
PH knew my round 3, and his boy behind him. I forget his boy's name, but his boy's like some martial arts dude.
Yeah.
That just happened to be with him.
Yeah.
So I spit them the 3rd round in the room, and they was like, "Oh, we're gonna fight. We ready." I was like, "Damn!" And then the other dude starts cracking his neck, and then I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "Oh no, he's a martial artist. Cool, don't worry about it." PH tells me that. I'm like, "Oh, I bet." So you know, I was real conscious of the 3rd because I wanted it to come out. The way it came out is how I wanted it to come out.
And that was the first time you did show him how, or speak to you in the 3rd round, right?
Yeah,
that was the first battle you did.
That was the first time. And the whole thing about that was, when I got to Canada the first time and I seen how big and swole Pat Stan Hollihan was, I was like, oh no, like, I'm gonna have to really like pop off. Like, this is gonna be some shit. But you gotta go for those moments. You know what I mean?
No, because I remember outside the one venue we were talking about the PH thing with that battle, and I was like, "Ooh, we got to talk about this in an interview." Yeah. Like that's why I remember that.
And you got to go for those moments. Like you can't be shy. You know what I mean? Like I learned that. Sometimes you're gonna fail. Sometimes you're gonna look crazy. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, that was corny. Why did you do that?" And then sometimes you do some shit and people be like, "Wow." You know what I mean? What if Verb would have did Hey Gerald and he wouldn't have responded?
Yeah, and that was like the biggest fucking moment almost ever in battle rap.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you gotta take chances. I think, and that's the way you break away from the pack. You know what I mean? So that definitely was like a moment. You know what I mean? I just remember like it was so fire. Avocado edited that same night. We battled Saturday night. The battle dropped Monday morning.
Yeah, and like back then that never happened.
Never happened. I woke up to Joe Buttons. Like, I woke up to Joe Buttons tweeting me. I didn't even know Joe Buttons knew who I was. And he was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what's going on?
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, crazy.
Well, Christian Smith, Witty, Smitty, News,
I got
Cortez.
some questions for Cortez.
Oh, shit. LNS with the tag, and let's go.
So, one of your first on-camera battles was against a guy, and his name was Complex, right?
It's my first grind time battle.
And you had a very recent battle for Real Talk Battle against a guy named Cortex. If a man's rap name is similar to yours, do you feel more inclined to battle them because you have more to work with?
No, I actually try to battle myself in the mirror and name flip myself until it applies to them.
That's smart, and that's good. That's just a good exercise. Would you rather battle Head Ice for a 3rd time or have a rematch with Jazzy Tech?
Probably Jazzy Tech.
Okay. He might have grown. Do you feel like
Look at Jazzy Tech, yo, that's crazy, son.
Do you feel like your opponents have an advantage over you due to you being somewhat Hispanic, that they can just call you any ethnicity they want?
Yes, I do.
How many times have you had your ethnicity incorrectly labeled by an opponent battle rapper?
I've had 65 battles, maybe twice.
Would you feel exposed if someone announced to the world that you're actually 20% Greek?
I'm 100% Puerto Rican, but when I feel exposed to it, I wouldn't make a blog and take it down. I just would leave it at that.
That's all I know.
Christian Smith, Laughing Stock, Witty, Smitty News, Cortez, man. Gulliver Skating
That was
2.
great, though. That was classic.
We out here, man. Again, salute on a classic.
Say less, say less.